Also to small press publishers who take a chance on unknown authors and bring them into the public spotlight with their books. The requirements for the Book Award are pretty simple. They have to be books with a copyright date no earlier than 3 years from the current date, which would be 2007 for this year. The book's first printing should have been 5,000 copies or less, and the book can be produced either by digital print on demand or by traditional offset printing. The submitted books were divided for evaluation among volunteers whom I'd like to recognize. These people are people who love to read, and they love to read all sorts of things, because all sorts of books were presented for consideration for our awards tonight. The evaluators include Dana and Fred Funk, who were not able to come tonight, Judy Murphy, Christine Thomas, Abby Williamson, and Cecil and Linnell Wynn. Thank you for reading all those books. I know it was a sacrifice for you. Each of the books was scored on its own merit, not against the other books entered. Each book received a numerical score based on the series of benchmarks, and the scores for each book were averaged. At the end, it was a matter of hundredths of a point. Those books that have been chosen as the 3 finalists in each of this year's categories are the books that the judges felt best represent excellence in self-publishing and small press publishing. But each author who entered a book, whether they finaled or not, needs to be very proud of the effort, because believe me, when you're your book's publisher as well as author, you're also its marketing director, your chief cheerleader, you do everything for that book. And so that is why we want to salute you tonight. So without further ado, here are the finalists in alphabetical order by the author's name. If you're here, please stand when I call your name. If you're not here, I hope you're having a good time doing whatever it was that was so important that you couldn't be here to get your nice award. Let's start with the children's books. The finalists are The Life of Bud by Laura W. Eckroat, illustrated by Greg White, published by Paperback. Just Lying Around by Kinsey McVeigh, illustrated by the author, published by Eloquent Books, representing Kinsey McVeigh. Chasing Mussolini, A True Story by Zara Williams, illustrated by Steph Grinder, published by Petite Plume Press. Suspense. And the winner is The Life of Bud by Laura Eckroat. She came all the way from Massachusetts to get that. It was worth it, wasn't it? Okay, let's go for the nonfiction in adult trade books. The finalists are, please stand as I call you, Exploring Web 2.0 by Ann Bell, published by Cave Crossing Press. Translating the Prairie, Plano, Texas, in Words and Pictures by Alan Berkelbach, published by the City of Plano. Here, Have a Miracle by Jane E. Harber, published by Tate Publishing. And the award goes to Translating the Prairie by Alan Berkelbach.